Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So I tell you, like everybody else with 2023 and New Year's resolutions, I have been trying to cut back, eat right, get some exercise in. And I don't know about y'all, but when you start doing that type of thing, you have these specific cravings. One of the ones that I've been craving so much is hamburger steaks. I have wanted hamburger steaks for the past 2 weeks. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to give myself a break. Honestly, it's not that bad. We're going to make some delicious and very, very easy hamburger steaks today. First things first, let's get our hamburger meat out of the packages and all seasoned up. I've got right at 5 pounds. And this is going to make probably about 10 patties, so about a ½ pound a piece before cooking. Got all my hamburger meat in the bowl, so now we're going to be seasoning it. I'm going to start with some black pepper. Just like everything else I do, I just kind of measure with my heart. This black pepper container is impossible. Alright, so we got some black pepper. Then we're going to be doing the Cosmo Q. This is the Texas beef rub. The Heath Riles garlic butter. This is so good. Love that garlic butter flavor. Okay. We're going to be going in with a pack of onion soup mix. I can feel a sneeze coming on from that black pepper. It gets me every time. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that pepper got me, seriously. Okay, I'm going to start mixing this up. I just want to get all of these seasonings evenly mixed. The bowl's trying to run away from me. Removing the glove because I didn't think ahead. I'm going to add some W sauce. If you guys haven't tried this, you might want to add that to your shopping list. It is very good. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah. Glad those gloves aren't the 2020 prices anymore. Whew. Alright, now let's mix up that W sauce into our meat. Now I've got this mixed up, and I'm going to show you the way that and this might just be me, but the way that I kind of portion out my meat. This isn't perfect, but it's always worked for me to get pretty decently even portions. So in whatever container I've got my hamburger meat, I kind of squish it down flat. Kind of sort of like that. Okay, now if I was wanting to make a dozen, which I don't think I'm going to, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for 8. So these will be a little bit larger. That's fine, it'll make it simpler for me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my hand and I'm just going to separate right down the center. Just make an impression just like that. Okay. And then we're going to split those into quarters. And then each of those quarters, and we're just making like the pie slices. And these all should be pretty roughly the same size when you actually scoop one little pie slice out. You have made one size, so now we'll scoop the next one out, and look at there. They are pretty daggum even. So if you're trying to portion these out to where they're pretty near same size, just do it like that. Alright, so I'm gonna finish getting these balled up. I will flatten them when I get them to the skillet, which is our next step. We're gonna sear these off. So I'll see you guys over at the stovetop. Toss in just a little bit of oil just to kind of grease this pan. I'm learning how to use stainless steel cookware. This is my first time having stainless steel cookware, and it definitely a little bit of a learning curve. Okay, so I'm gonna take my first giant meatball here and mush it in my hot pan. You can see this hamburger steak is the size of my hand. Just wanting to get kind of that crust on the outside. That's it. We're not trying to cook it all the way through yet. Now it's time to slice up our onions. I'm going to do 3 medium-sized onions here. And I'm probably about to cry. Alright, got those peeled. I'm going to slice them in half. And slice them into strips. The other thing that I am really craving is pizza, but not just like any pizza. I want homemade pizza. And I think that Chase and I are going to make some of that this weekend. We might film it. That would be pretty cool to have you guys hang out with us and make some pizza. You see that there? That's why you girls gotta go on a diet. I looked up and I saw nothing but double chin. Now, as you can tell, we're going to be putting onions in with our hamburger steaks. I also like mine with mushrooms, so I'm going to be using these today. These are pre-sliced. My grocery store actually had them back in stock today. I was excited. Just one less thing I have to do. But I've got some pre-sliced mushrooms. We've also got our Better Than Bouillon. You guys have seen this on the channel time and time again. I love the flavor of this, and it goes a long way, so it's worth the money. This jar here is about $4, and we usually get at least 3 recipes out of it. So $1 and some change a recipe, not bad. All right, I'm going to go grab a couple of things and we'll be right back. That phone is so rude. We are back. We've got our hamburger steaks that have been seared off. They smell amazing. I'm ready to get these all layered up, ready to go. So I'm going to take our onions that I sauteed, and we're just going to put those right over the top. Do some of our mushrooms right on top. And now we're going to make our gravy. So for our gravy, I'm going to, I've got about 5 cups or so of water here. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. At the end of that, I'm going to put 4 or 5 heaping teaspoons of cornstarch. It's going to kind of help thicken up. And this is cold water, so this cornstarch will dissolve. And then we're going to go in with our Better Than Bouillon. If I can get it open, maybe. 1, 2, 3, go to 4. So I did 4 heaping teaspoons of the Better Than Bouillon. This might not dissolve very well because this water is cold, but we can at least get it broken up. Ooh. I wear an apron so I don't get anything on me, and then I manage to splash over the top of the apron. Alright, now we're just going to pour this right over the top. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. We're just going to kind of see how it looks. I think that looks about good. You don't want to have these like covered. You want the meat still kind of poking out over the top of the gravy. But yeah, that looks good. Spread these vegetables out a little bit. All right, these go into a 375 degree oven for an hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these going. While the hamburger steaks are in the oven, I'm going to be making some jasmine rice. And yes, we buy our rice in 25-pound bags. When we make rice, we prefer jasmine rice. That's just a preference. But the way that I now cook it after messing up rice countless times is the 10-5-5 method. It's really easy and it's been very consistent, all except for one time, but I'll tell you about that in a second. But first step is to rinse rice very, very well. So rinse the rice, then you're gonna add your water. In the case of the pot that I use, I add about a ½ inch or so above the level of my rice with water. But again, I'm kind of eyeballing this. I'm not actually measuring out anything. That's what I really love about this method, is I don't have to measure. So if I had to guesstimate, I would say I'd probably have somewhere around 3 cups of rice into a like soup pot, a Dutch oven. And anyway, I add about a ½ inch of water over the level of the rice, and then it goes on to high. You let it sit on high uncovered until it starts to boil. Once it starts to boil, cover it, set your timer for 10 minutes. At the end of 10 minutes, cut your burner down to low. This whole time, never lift the lid, don't stir it, don't touch it. Just let it do its thing. So you'll turn it down to low, you'll set your next timer for 5 minutes. So you've got 10 minutes on high, 10 minutes on low. No, 10 minutes on high, 5 minutes on low. Hopefully I said that right in the first part, but if not. And then once that 5 minutes is up on low, then you're going to turn the burner off, and you're just gonna let the pot sit there and steam for another 5 minutes. So 10 high, 10 on low. I said it wrong again, 10-5-5. So it's gonna be 10 on high, 5 on low, and 5 just sitting steaming. And we've had very, very consistently great rice, just perfect. The only issue I've ran into is with my new stainless set. I did this method and I cremated the rice. The water evaporated very quickly and then the rice burnt very, very badly. Like the first quarter inch of rice was just ash, just about it seemed like. It was bad. So I'm having to adjust and learn that with stainless steel, you don't run your temperatures as high. I'm learning. But today I'm just using the same old pot that I've always used, so no issues with that. The hamburger steaks are finally out of the oven. These smell so good, and I've got mine on some of that jasmine rice. So we're gonna go ahead and dig in and give this a try. We got some of those onions and mushrooms with some of that gravy in the rice. That is exactly what I've been craving. It's so good. So easy too and filling. Oh my gosh. Alright y'all, that's going to be it for today. Go ahead and drop a comment down below what else you'd like to see us do in the future, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, we're going to not only, God, I hate when I say that. While that, ooh, the eyes burn. Lord help me.